Less than 2% of NCAA become professional athletes, and around 1% of soccer players are actually going pro globally. In the US, 6% of MLS Next Academy players make it to the MLS, and in UK it's similar. 50% don't make it past the age of 16. Out of the other half who get scholarships, only 4% make it to the top tier league, and less than 1% have a successful career. Why these dreadful statistics? There are several reasons. Firstly, soccer, similar to other sports, is a very winner-take-all profession. Only the elite earn a paycheck, and usually of extreme amount. Other professions, like those are actors and singers, are similar. The average singer is often having a second job to earn a living, while the Taylor Swift of the world can earn a living for a whole average lifetime from only one show. In contrast, an average dentist is making an excellent living, and no luck or exceptional talent is involved, just a lot of hard work over many years. Second reason why it's hard to become a professional is related to the soccer career trajectory. In order to develop as a player, you need to play a lot of games in the youth system at the right level in the right context. So much depends on others, your coach, your teammates, and your environment. There are limited spots on the team, and it's getting harder and harder as it levels up. It's like a pyramid, where only the very best climb the very top. Casemiro once said that when he went for a tryout at the youth academy, every kid wanted to play as a striker, as did him. However, when the coaches at the tryout asked him, he said he wants to play as a defensive midfielder, because he knew that he would rather play anywhere on the field than sit on the bench, waiting for only a few moments to show. This simple thing defined his career for years to come. The third category of reasons might be counterintuitive. There are many situations to consider, often unrelated to soccer or uncontrollable by the player. We talked about the relative age in soccer in a previous video, where players that enter puberty early get more playing time than players that enter puberty late. It's called the relative age effect. There is nothing a kid can do about that. Sometimes a coach simply doesn't like one player versus another for various reasons that might be unfair, but come from a fact that the coach is human too. I had one player who started soccer late and is naturally very shy, but over several years advanced through the teams in the club and finally started playing in the top team at the age of 14. Within few months of the first season in the team, the family had to move across the country for job-related reasons. That change definitely impacted the player a lot, and now he will need to restart some of the soccer journey in a new club and a new environment. The final factor I want to talk about is injuries. Some injuries are inevitable. However, bad injuries can set back or even completely end a career. We have seen world-class players destroyed by an ACL or a recurring back injury. At the professional and especially world-class level, that extra fraction of a second to be faster than the opponent makes all the difference. On top of that, a player risks an injury at every duel. They don't want to give up, but neither does the opponent. A kid often doesn't have fear going into these challenges, but a professional that had already have experienced some injuries and that have sidelined him for months or even years, they will just give up on the duel. And a player that giving up on the duels instead of winning cannot be at the top. Don't forget that the length of a career is around 15 years, assuming between the ages 18 and 33. Sometimes it's 10 and other times it's even 20 years, usually for goalkeepers. An injury that takes a season to recover from, it takes 5 to 10% of the career, and that's hard to get through both physically and mentally. You heard the 4 factors about why only 1% of players who are seemingly destined to go pro actually go pro. Maybe not all 100% of them work hard and have the potential, but definitely at least half of them work incredibly hard and show signs that they can compete. So if I have to define what is the key ingredient beyond that, it's luck. Some players simply are at the right time and the right place. They get the chance in the right team, with the right coach and the right teammates. They got a lot of playing time to improve in their position and kept improving at a healthy pace. They avoided injuries and developed physically into a great athlete. This luck was met with lots of hard work from them. However, other players also have put in a lot of work, but without the luck component, they fell behind. So if you have turned pro, congratulations and be grateful. And if you haven't, then understand the luck element in all of this and be understanding, be realistic with yourself. Learn the lessons that you can use later in life or even teach to others. And also be grateful for the memories and love of sports that you've developed. This is one of two-part videos. I talked about why most players don't become professional. The other video is how to become a world-class player, where we give the blueprint to achieve the dream that many young boys and girls have. Watch that next if you haven't already, and thank you for watching.